Kroger Queen City Championship presented by P&G. Maria, obviously, welcome back to TPC Rivers Bend. Just when you come back to this course, this event, what are some of the memories you think about?
Yeah, I love coming here. Since we were at Kenwood, I think Cincinnati is a very cool spot. Fans were always awesome. And then now, last couple of years here at TPC Rivers Bend, I mean, it's been a lot of fun. I have great memories from last year. It's kind of crazy, though, how different the golf course is playing from last year to this year. You know, you were hitting shots that would release 50, 60 yards last year to now, I mean, I'm getting backspin off the tee. So it's kind of an interesting change, you know, for this year. But just overall, extremely thankful that I'm here, that I get another opportunity to tee it up against the best in the world and see what my game does.
Yeah. How does this course maybe kind of suit some of your strengths?
It's pretty fair off the tee. I'm not going to say it's easy off the tee, but it's definitely fair. Some of those fairways are a little bit wider maybe than what we're used to. So, yeah, I mean, it just kind of frees me up off the tee a lot. But then at the same time, like I said, it's played softer this year, so length is a huge advantage because I think most of what we're going to see, at least tomorrow and maybe even Friday, is just carry distances. So for me, it's huge being able to not overpower the course, but definitely just use my length as an advantage. And yeah, I mean, it's been a lot of fun just getting ready for this week. It was nice having last week off and being able to rest, but also prepare and get my mind and my game where they need to be able to compete out here.
Yeah. This field usually is one of our better ones among the non-majors. What is it about this event, the course, the area, whatever it may be, that you think kind of brings out, you know, you and some of the other stars on our tour?
Yeah, I mean, I think, like I said, both when we were at Kenwood and now here, like, are all both fantastic golf courses. I think they test different areas of our game. I think here, it's a ball striker's place. You know, your approach shots into the green, you got to plot your way around them, and as it gets firmer, which I'm sure it will throughout the week, like you got to start to really think about your angles and stuff like that. So I think it's a fun place for good players to come and want to, you know, showcase their talent. And like I was saying, I think the fans have been amazing here every year. The weather's absolutely beautiful. Cincinnati's a fun city, and yeah, it's just an overall, like, just a very, very cool spot. And I think every year we see, you know, a little bit more growth in the areas and stuff, more commitment from the sponsors, and it's just very cool to see, you know, that they're as excited as we are to be here.
Yeah, I'll open it up. Amy, Sarah, whoever wants to go first.
Maria, you were quite the MC last night at the Tide and Downey Perfect Challenge. How would you describe the experience?
I was nervous. I saw you there, and I'm like, oh boy, I might need to ask her for some tips before I go. It was very cool. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I think both Gigi and I had a good time. We were joking, you know, back and forth all day, and it was a lot of fun just doing something different for a change. And Sophia almost making the one, you know, was definitely the highlight of the afternoon. But yeah, just a lot of fun, and maybe something that I'll consider for down the line.
Don't need any tips from me. You were very entertaining. What does it mean to you to have the exemption to be here and to be in the field this week?
It's huge. I mean, I've said it before, but obviously this year it's just been a little bit harder for me. And P&G being one of my sponsors, and not only obviously believing in my game through a tough year, but then also providing me with an invite for this week. I need it. So it's amazing that they pull through and that they, you know, continue to give me opportunities to showcase the talent that they believe that I have and that I know that I can do. So yeah, just very, very grateful that I get to play. Like I was saying earlier, it's one of my favorite stops on tour. I really, really like this golf course. So I'm just happy that I get to try again for a couple days here.
You spoke a couple of months ago about doing a lot of soul searching, kind of reassessing your practice, how you go about practicing. Kind of where are you in that process now with your game and your routine?
Yeah, we were talking a couple nights ago with some friends that are out here, and Like it's a very tough life. What we do, it's lonely, it's hard, especially when things aren't going your way. But the last 3 months, like I'm having more fun on the golf course than I have in a very, very long time. And even though maybe the golf hasn't quite shown everything that like I'm feeling, I'm just proud that I can make that little girl and me proud again. Like I think for a little while, there was very little to be proud of on the way I was behaving on the golf course, and just now that obviously, like I said, it's a tougher year, you become a lot more grateful for those opportunities that you do have. And yeah, like I'm having a lot of fun. I'm enjoying golf. I'm enjoying a bogey as much as I'm enjoying a birdie. So it's just fun to kind of get back in that mindset, because I truly do believe that for me, that's where I need to be. I need to be happy. I need to be playful. And getting back to that has been a very rocky road. But I think I'm starting to see some of the pavement and maybe like an easier road down the way. But yeah, it's been fun to learn a lot about myself along the way, to know that the group of people that I have behind me, my friends, my family, have been crucial, and just keeping me steady, keeping me positive, and obviously my sponsors and the fact that they continue to support me and believe in me. I mean, it's been amazing to see, just how everybody around me continues to believe, maybe even at times where I didn't believe at all in myself.
Sir?
For you, I know this tournament has served, yes, obviously with the tie-in with your sponsors, but it's also served as a really good competitive performances from you over the past several years of this event. What is it about this style of golf? I know you talked about a little bit about overpowering this place with your driver when you can, but what is it about this style of golf that really suits your game?
I think I just like seeing a little more room off the tee. Like, and again, even Kenwood, it wasn't necessarily wide fairways, but there was trees, but they weren't necessarily in the way. So I just kind of feel a little more comfortable off the tee. And I take a lot of pride in my iron play. And I know that, if I'm in the fairway, like I can be a very dangerous player. And I feel like I've found that the last few years out here. And we had a very wet year. I remember, I think it was the second year at Kenwood. And that's when I did best. So maybe, I just needed to be wet. So let's continue to keep it wet.
When you talk about all of the mindset that you are taking into golf right now, what keeps you motivated and what keeps you showing up when things get tough like that?
I think just trying to, prove to myself that I can do it. Like I think deep down I believe that I can. It's just kind of some of the bad voices that are in the back of my mind that for a little while were stronger than maybe some of the other ones. So I think that like genuine belief has always been there. It's just maybe it was a little bit quieter than I wanted it. So it's just kind of fighting to get that good positive voice back. And then also, obviously with my foundation, like the bigger and the better platform that I have and the better golf I play, the more kids we can impact, the bigger our foundation can continue to grow. So those kids are for sure a huge inspiration for me.
And then finally for me, obviously this week leads into next week. It's a special week for you for a whole host of different reasons, but it's also the start of Hispanic Heritage Month on Monday. You're such a great representative from Mexico, and how proud are you of your Hispanic heritage and to be that positive role model for young Mexican girls and a lot of other women on the LPGA Tour?
Yeah, it's a huge honor. I don't take that lightly. I'm extremely proud to represent Mexico everywhere I go. I always say that anytime I get to put on the Mexican flag and play for a whole country, it's one of the best feelings in the world. So yeah, I mean, I think Mexico is very lucky to have, both Gabby, me, Isabella out here and continuing to, just showcase what Mexican golf is all about and also show the people back home that it's possible. And it's very, very cool.
Jeremy, anything?
In addition to this week, kind of following up on what Sarah said, so next week is hometown. You're also a sponsor invitation to next week's tournament. For these 2 weeks with this year, when you receive the phone calls for the sponsor invitations, what's that emotion like, knowing kind of what you've been going through, and then how does that kind of free up your practice, or how does that kind of change your mindset in preparing for a tournament?
Yeah, I I actually teared up a little bit when they called me about this week. Not just obviously because of the opportunity, but just because I love this place so much, and it was amazing. Like I said earlier, just to know that there's so many people that are seeing something in me, and in a time where I'm searching for so much. So I think it's more so than freeing up practice. I think it's just freeing up myself in general to know that they can't all be wrong, you know? Like they're seeing something and just like kind of take it and run with it. So yeah, it's just been very special to have the support from the sponsors, but also from fans and people, you know, in pro-ams and stuff. Like they're like, dude, you're so close. Like it's right there. Like just keep trying, keep fighting, like it's gonna come. So it's, it's really a breath of fresh air to know that people see the work that I've put behind the scenes, that people that know me a little bit better are like, hey, you know, like you're looking a little bit lighter, you're looking happier. And to be honest, like that right now, that's all I care about.
And last one's from me. Give us a quick update on Fassi's friends. How things are rolling with your
Busy.
foundation.
No, it's great. We'll have our big fundraiser again at Topgolf next week on Wednesday night, and then we're expecting a bunch of kids on Thursday for a big clinic at the first tee. We have a pretty fun day planned for them, and you know, I was speaking with Stacy Lewis earlier, and she's like, hey, when's the thing? Like Chesney's been asking, like we want to make sure that we go. And again, it's just very cool to see the community get behind my dream and trying to give back. And it's going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do that. And then also obviously walk up 17 with all those kids and call the hogs and just have fun with it.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you, Maria.
Thank you.